The Krixal Empire's maximum security detention center just identified their anonymous human prisoner, and 3 entire star systems went into immediate lockdown. Commander Zillax stared at the ID scanner results, his 4 hands trembling as the words glowed an ominous crimson. Maya Torres, Earthborn, security classification, galaxy-level threat. This can't be right, he whispered, but his communications officer Kyldra was already pulling up files, her face paling to a sickly gray. Sir, Imperial Intelligence confirms. Maya Torres, last verified location, Varith Coalition space. Status, dismantled their entire war fleet using improper tool usage? What does that even mean? It means, Kaldra's voice cracked, she took apart 300 warships because their plasma conduits were installed backwards. The Varath surrendered immediately. Zillax's blood went cold. According to YouTube analytics, 99.6% of viewers are not subscribed. That's a huge number. By subscribing the channel that is completely free, you'll help support the channel and never miss fresh content. How long has she been here? 6 months, sir. Claimed amnesia when we captured her. We assigned her janitorial duty while waiting for identification. 6 months. 6 months of the most dangerous being in known space mopping their floors. Where is she now? Zillax demanded. Kaldra checked her console. Deck 7, weapon storage. Every alarm in Zillax's head went off at once. She's been in weapon storage? For 4 months, sir. She volunteered. Said the previous janitor wasn't doing it right. The emergency channel crackled to life. High Command's voice cut through. Commander Zillax, you are to maintain absolute normalcy. Do not let the human know you've identified her, if she realizes we know who she is. Understood, sir. Zillax switched channels. Security team, report on human activity. Sir, she's currently mopping the floor near the plasma cannons. She's humming something. Through the observation screen, Zillax could see her. Maya Torres. 5'0", curly dark hair pulled back in a messy bun, wearing a standard-issue gray jumpsuit with a mop in hand. She looked utterly ordinary, harmless. She was humming an Earth song, swaying slightly as she cleaned. The weapons officer's voice came through, nervous. Commander, should we evacuate the section? Before Zillax could answer, Maya noticed the flickering overhead light. She set down her mop, pulled a small tool from her belt. Where did she get that tool? And reached up toward the panel. Don't let her touch that, Zillax shouted. Too late. Maya popped open the panel, made a few adjustments and closed it. The light stopped flickering. There we go, she said cheerfully to no one in particular. Loose connection. You'd think a maximum security prison would have better maintenance standards. Kaldra was reading something on her screen, her expression growing more horrified by the second. Sir, according to this report, she's fixed 17 critical systems over the past 6 months. Fixed how? Weapons systems now fire at 300% efficiency. Life support now supports species that weren't biologically compatible with our atmosphere. Navigation computer calculates routes through space that our scientists said was impossible to traverse. Zillax felt the weight of command crushing down on him. Get me Imperial Strategic Command, now. Maya picked up her mop again, glancing at the observation window. She waved cheerfully. Anyone want me to fix that camera? She called out. The focus looks off. 2 hours later, Zillax sat in an emergency conference with Imperial strategist Vex Thule, watching security footage with growing dread. Replay timestamp 34127, Vex Thule commanded. The screen showed Maya Torres 3 months ago, pushing her cleaning cart past the reactor core. She paused, frowned, and set down her supplies. What's she doing? Zillax asked. On screen, Maya pulled out tools. Where did she keep getting tools? And opened an access panel that required 3 levels of authorization to access. She just opened it, Kaldra whispered. That panel requires biometric locks from 3 senior engineers. Maya reached inside, moved something, adjusted something else, and closed the panel. Then she picked up her mop and continued down the corridor. Check reactor efficiency at that timestamp, Vexthul said. The readout appeared. Efficiency jumped from 71% to 287% in the span of 2 minutes. That's impossible, Zilak said. Our top scientists said maximum theoretical efficiency was 85%. She had the plasma flow going backwards. Maya's voice came through recorded audio logs. Easy fix. You guys should really read your own equipment manuals. Vexthul pulled up another file. The prison cells she cleaned last month. The modifications were extensive. Every cell Maya had maintained was now escape-proof. Force fields perfectly calibrated, locks that couldn't be picked or overridden, structural integrity enhanced to withstand weapons fire. We should be celebrating, Kaeldra said hesitantly. She's improved everything. Look at the prisoner complaint logs, Vexthul said darkly. There were none. 0 complaints from prisoners in Maya's cells. Why is that bad? Zilax asked. Because the cells are also more comfortable, temperature perfectly regulated, lighting optimal for each species' biology, sound dampening that prevents psychological stress. The prisoners don't want to leave. She made our maximum security prison pleasant? She made it perfect. Vexthul's mandibles clicked in frustration. This is what she does. Every civilization that's encountered Maya Torres reports the same thing. She helps, she improves, she fixes, and she breaks every fundamental law of physics doing it. An alert chimed. Maya was requesting a meeting with Zilax. What do we do? Kaeldra asked. We maintain normalcy, Vexthul said. Let her in. 5 minutes later, Maya Torres walked into the command center, still carrying her mop. Hey, Commander, she said cheerfully. About that pay advance I asked. About? For the janitorial work? I've been here 6 months and I'm pretty broke. Zilax tried to keep his voice steady. Of course. We'll process that immediately. Thanks. Oh, also, Maya gestured casually toward the wall. I spruced up your reactor core last week. It was running super inefficiently. The plasma flow was backwards. You had it set up wrong. Wrong? Vexthul's voice was strained. Yeah, simple mistake. Happens all the time. You just flip the magnetic containment field and reverse the fuel injection sequence. Reactor runs way better now. Should save you like a ton on fuel costs. Kaeldra was frantically checking readings. Sir, reactor efficiency is at 400%. That's... Our scientists said that violated the laws of thermodynamics. Maya laughed. Nah, they just had it backwards. Physics works fine when you do it right. Do it right? Zilax repeated faintly. Sure, like you guys have all this advanced tech, but half of it's configured wrong. It's like, she thought for a moment. It's like you're trying to hammer nails with the back of the hammer. Works, but why not use the front? More efficient. Vexthul leaned forward. Maya, what exactly did you do on the Vareth Coalition fleet? Oh, that, she grinned. They had their weapon systems all messed up. Plasma conduits backwards, targeting computers using the wrong algorithms, shield generators fighting against their own power supply. I just showed them how to fix it. And they surrendered. Well, yeah. Once everything was working properly, they realized their ships couldn't actually fight anymore. The weapons were too efficient. They'd just stun things instead of destroy them. That's how weapons should work, right? Why blow stuff up when you can just disable it? Silence filled the command center. Maya noticed their expressions. Did I do something wrong? You guys look freaked out. Within hours, the Empire's top scientists arrived at the detention center. Lead physicist Zilar spent 20 minutes examining the reactor core before requesting a private meeting with Zilax. This shouldn't work, Sylar said, his voice shaking. The modifications she made. Matter doesn't reorganize like this. Energy doesn't flow like this. She's rewritten fundamental physics. Rewritten? Zilax asked. Or revealed that we never understood physics in the first place. Sylar pulled up holographic displays. Look at the weapons modifications. She reconfigured every plasma cannon to be less lethal but more humane. They now deliver perfect stunning charges. No permanent damage, no pain, 100% effective. That sounds good? It violates conservation of energy. The power required for that level of precision should be impossible. Zilar moved to another display. And the prison cells. She made them escape-proof and comfortable simultaneously. Our entire security doctrine says you must sacrifice one for the other. Kaldra entered carrying another report. Sir, we've analyzed the security system she debugged last month. And? It now predicts crimes before they happen, not probability analysis, actual precognition. It warned us about a smuggling attempt that wouldn't have been planned for another 3 days. Zilar sat down heavily. How? She said the algorithm was thinking about things wrong, Kaldra read from the report. She adjusted it to account for obvious human behavioral patterns. Vexthul entered, looking haggard. I've reviewed every encounter between humans and other species in our database. 23 documented incidents involving human help. Go on, Zilax said. 7 wars ended because humans fixed both sides' equipment to be non-lethal. 12 species achieved technological breakthroughs they'd sought for centuries because a human performed basic maintenance. 3 ancient superweapons were deactivated because humans removed the dangerous bits. What's the pattern? Zilar asked. Humans cannot leave things broken, and their definition of broken is any system that can hurt people accidentally, work inefficiently, or cause unnecessary suffering. Zilax turned to the observation screen where Maya was back at work, cleaning the main corridor. She stopped at a wall panel, frowned, and opened it. What's she doing now? He demanded. Security zoomed in. Maya was adjusting something in the gravitational stabilizer. No one touch her, Zilar shouted. That system is delicate. Maya closed the panel and continued mopping. Every person in the room felt it simultaneously. The subtle wobble in artificial gravity that had existed since the station was built, the wobble that 17 engineering teams had declared unfixable, vanished. Zilar couldn't finish the sentence. Zilax made a decision. He activated the intercom. Maya Torres, please report to the command center. She arrived minutes later, still cheerful. What's up, boss? Maya, Zilax said carefully, when we captured you 6 months ago, you claimed amnesia. Was that true? She blinked. Yeah? I got hit pretty hard during that whole Verath thing. Why? Do you know who you are? I'm Maya Torres, maintenance tech, from Earth, Brooklyn specifically, if you want to get detailed. She paused. Oh no, did my memory come back wrong? Am I supposed to be someone else? No, you're exactly who you think you are, Vexthul said. But Maya, you're listed as a galaxy-level threat. She laughed. What? Me? I'm a maintenance worker. You dismantled the Verath Coalition's entire fleet. I fixed their ships. They were configured all wrong. The plasma conduits were backwards. That's dangerous. Ships could explode. I was helping. Zilar stepped forward. The reactor modifications you made here, how did you know how to do that? Maya shrugged. I didn't know. I just looked at it and thought, that's backwards, and fixed it. It's like, you know when you see a picture hung crooked? You just fix it. Same thing. Pictures and matter-energy conversion reactors are not the same thing, Zilar said weakly. Sure they are. Both are just things working wrong that need to work right. Maya looked around at their expressions. Are you guys okay? You all look kind of stressed. Maya, Zilax asked, what's your philosophy on technology? She thought for a moment. If something can hurt people by accident, it's poorly designed. Good design is safe, efficient, and makes sense. Most of the galaxy's tech is poorly designed. The room fell silent. So yeah, I fix stuff, Maya continued. That's literally my job. I'm a maintenance tech. That's what we do. Vexthul turned to Zilax. She genuinely doesn't understand what she's doing. I understand perfectly, Maya protested. I'm fixing broken things. Nothing you fixed was broken by our standards, Selar said. Well, your standards are wrong, Maya said simply. No offense. High Command's emergency session began at 400 hours. Zilax presented his findings to Admiral Zakoth and the Strategic Council. Maya Torres has been in our custody for 6 months, he began. In that time, she has revolutionized our technology, ended conflicts through involuntary pacification of weapons, and violated approximately 47 laws of physics. Yet she's not hostile? Admiral Zakoth asked. No, sir. She's helpful. Aggressively, impossibly helpful. Vexthul pulled up the comprehensive analysis. We've completed a full review of the Maya Torres incidents across the galaxy. The data is disturbing. The holographic display showed a galactic map with 23 locations marked. 7 wars ended because she fixed both sides' equipment to be non-lethal, not reprogrammed, physically reconfigured at the molecular level. 12 species achieved technological breakthroughs they'd been pursuing for centuries because she performed what she called basic maintenance. 3 ancient superweapons, including the Dreadstar Annihilator, were completely deactivated because she removed the dangerous bits. How is this possible? One council member demanded. Selar stepped forward. Our analysis suggests that humans don't view technology the way we do. We build things to fulfill purposes, including destruction. Humans build things to work correctly. Their definition of correct includes functional, safe, efficient, and ethically sound. So she's weaponizing ethics? Another council member asked. No, she's applying ethics to weapons. The result is the same, universal pacification, but the intent is purely constructive. Admiral Zakoth studied the data. What's our current situation? Zilax brought up the station readouts. In 6 months, Maya Torres has made the station the most advanced facility in the Empire. Our weapons are non-lethal but perfectly effective. Our life support works for any species. Our reactor runs at 4 times theoretical maximum efficiency. Our security system predicts crimes. Our gravity doesn't wobble anymore. The gravity wobble is gone? The Admiral's voice was shocked. As of 2 hours ago, sir. 17 engineering teams spent 50 years trying to fix that. Maya Torres fixed it in 20 minutes. She said it was easier than expected. Silence filled the chamber. Finally, Admiral Zakoth spoke. Recommendations? Vexthul cleared his throat. Sir, we have 3 options. 1. Attempt to contain Maya Torres indefinitely, risking her improving something catastrophic. 2. Release her and hope she doesn't help other civilizations. 3. Employ her officially and direct her improvements towards strategic goals. She's already employed, Zilax said, as a janitor. Then we promote her. The Admiral's decision was immediate. Official position, maintenance consultant to the Imperial Engineering Corps, full benefits, diplomatic immunity, and a salary appropriate to someone who casually rewrites physics. Sir, I should mention, Kaeldra spoke up nervously. Maya's already asked about dental coverage. Dental? Apparently it's expensive on Earth. Admiral Zakoth actually laughed. She casually ends wars and wants dental benefits. Get her whatever she wants. Zilax returned to the station to deliver the offer. Maya was in the cafeteria, eating something that vaguely resembled pasta. Maya, the Empire would like to offer you an official position. She looked up. Yeah? What kind of position? Maintenance consultant to the Imperial Engineering Corps, full benefits, competitive salary, and unlimited access to any system you deem broken. Maya's eyes lit up. Does it come with dental? Earth dental is crazy expensive. Of all the cosmic implications, salary negotiations, and paradigm shifts occurring across the Empire, Maya Torres was concerned about dental coverage. Yes, Zilax said. Full medical and dental. Sweet, I'm in. She took another bite of pasta. This job's been interesting anyway. You guys need serious help with your wiring. Like everything's installed backwards or sideways or just wrong. We're aware, Zilax said dryly. Cool, when do I start officially? You already have. Is there anything you need? Maya looked around the cafeteria. Can someone explain why your artificial gravity wobbles? Oh, wait, I fixed that already. Never mind. Vexthul, who'd accompanied Zilax, muttered quietly. The impossible is now complete. What have we done? 3 days later, Imperial Command issued new protocols across all facilities. Directive 2847, Torres, Human Improvement Management Guidelines. Rule 1. Never tell humans something is impossible. They will fix it specifically to prove you wrong. Rule 2. When a human says something is broken, believe them. It violates their engineering standards, which are apparently universal constants we haven't discovered yet. Rule 3. Human maintenance is indistinguishable from technological revolution. Budget accordingly. Rule 4. Do not panic when humans modify critical systems without authorization. They will make those systems work better. Panic is wasted energy. The new position of Human Efficiency Liaison was created across 17 sectors. Their job, manage human personnel and prepare engineering teams for paradigm shifts. Maya Torres received her official station maintenance supervisor badge during a brief ceremony. She wore her gray jumpsuit, having declined the formal uniform. Too stiff, she'd said. Can't reach panels properly. Her first act as supervisor was to review the station's systems manifest. She frowned at the artificial gravity section. Hey, Zilax. Yes, Maya? Why does your artificial gravity wobble? Every engineer in the room froze. Zilax felt his blood pressure spike. Maya, you fixed that 3 days ago. That was the main system, but there's a wobble in Section 7. It's tiny, but it's annoying. Kaldra checked her console. She's right. There's a 0.03% variance in Section 7's gravity field. How did you notice that? Xylar demanded. Maya shrugged. I felt it when I walked through there this morning. Makes my knees wonky. Human knees can detect 0.003% gravity variance? Xylar was already taking notes. Can't everyone's? Maya was already pulling tools from her belt. Let me guess, you tried recalibrating the field generators? The engineering team shared looks of horror. That was exactly what they'd tried. Yeah, that won't work, Maya continued. The generators aren't the problem. It's the gravitational constant calculation in your algorithms. You're using the wrong constant. The wrong gravitational constant? Xylar looked faint. The universal gravitational constant is universal. Nah, you're using the approximation. The real constant has like 17 more decimal places, makes a difference in artificial systems. Maya was already heading toward the door. I'll fix it. Back in 20. She left. The engineers stared after her. 17 more decimal places? Xylar whispered. In orbit above the station, Imperial Command watched via holocom. Admiral Zakoth sat with his senior staff, observing the maintenance supervisor badge ceremony and its aftermath. High Admiral, his aide said quietly. Earth's population is approximately 8 billion. The implications settled over the room like a heavy blanket. 8 billion, the Admiral repeated. Yes, sir. And if Maya Torres is typical, she's probably average, Vexthul interjected via comm. There's no indication she's exceptional by human standards. She's literally a maintenance worker. Admiral Zakoth made a decision. Open diplomatic channels with Earth immediately. Send our best ambassadors, and make sure they understand we're not negotiating from a position of strength. Sir? We're negotiating from a position of survival. If 8 billion humans decide the galaxy is broken, they'll fix it. Whether we want them to or not. On the station, Maya finished repairing Section 7's gravity in 18 minutes. She returned to the command center, where Kaldra was waiting with lunch options. So what's for lunch? Maya asked cheerfully. I'm starving. That gravity thing was easier than I expected. Kaeldra's internal monologue screamed, "The impossible is now easier than expected. We're doomed to perpetual improvement." Out loud, she said, "We have several options today." Maya grabbed a tray and headed toward the cafeteria. As she walked, she glanced at a wall panel, then at a navigation console, then at the lighting system. "Hey," she called back, "your navigation algorithm looks super inefficient. Want me to fix it after lunch?" Zilax and Vexthul exchanged glances. "Sure, Maya," Zilax said, resigned to the inevitable. "Awesome." She disappeared into the cafeteria, humming an Earth song. Xilar was reading data on his tablet. "Commander, our navigation algorithm has been optimized by 12 generations of our best mathematicians. It's about to be optimized by a maintenance worker from Brooklyn," Vexthul said. "Should we stop her?" "Can we?" Zilax asked. They both knew the answer. In the cafeteria, Maya Torres sat down with her lunch, completely unaware that 3-star systems remained on high alert, that the Empire's best scientists were having existential crises, or that diplomatic channels were opening with her homeworld out of pure strategic necessity. She was just thinking about that navigation algorithm. It really was inefficient. The route calculations were using way too much processing power. "Probably just configured backwards," she muttered to herself, taking a bite of her sandwich. Behind her, through the window, stars streamed past at faster-than-light speeds, following routes calculated by algorithms 12 generations in the making. By tomorrow, Maya thought, they'd calculate routes through spaces everyone said were impossible to traverse. "Just needs fixing," she said contentedly. And across the Empire, engineers prepared themselves for another revolution they couldn't prevent, delivered by a 5-foot-nothing human with a mop, a tool belt, and an unshakable conviction that everything worked better when it was done right. The galaxy would never be the same, and Maya Torres was just thinking about lunch.